it is Ann Byer with Keller Williams. You may have heard some rumblings in the news about a lawsuit against the National Association of Realtors, and the rules that resulted from that took effect August 17th. And I wanted to give you the Cliff Notes version so that you know what's going on. The first big change is that before any buyer can see a home in all of the United States, they must sign a buyer agency contract with a realtor. Am I a fan of this? No, but I am a rule follower, and it's the rule. In Pennsylvania, we have had a buyer's agency contract for decades, but what has changed is the timing of the signing. I've been a little more like chill, like, hey, you don't know me, I don't know you, let's take it out for a spin, and then you can sign. And certainly it's required to be signed before you write an offer. But now it's required to be signed before you see a home. So I wanted to explain the implications of that. Please understand that my business is based on referrals. So my goal is not to hold you captive in a contract, but instead to exceed your expectations so that you will be a raving fan and tell your friends and family members to use me when they buy a house. But there are some possible things to make it a little more chill for you. It could be the term of the contract. I suggest a 30-day test drive. It could be limiting to specific homes. What hasn't changed is that if an agent shows a home to a buyer, they expect to be paid for that. The second change has to do with buyer agent compensation. Historically, what has happened is that the listing agent negotiates with the seller and determines the commission, and the commission has traditionally been shared with the buyer's agent. All of this took place in the MLS. Now, the lawsuit prohibits the linking of the MLS and compensation. So we expect that there will still be compensation, but it will be outside of the MLS, more as like a marketing incentive for buyers to see a home. The goal of this is transparency, so that buyers fully understand the flow of money for commissions, and I'm all for that. Before we see any home, I'll check with the agent, the listing agent, to see if and how much compensation that seller is offering. Now, the agreement of sale actually has a new area where, in the event that the seller is not compensating the buyer's agent, that the buyer has an opportunity to ask the seller to cover it as part of their offer, much like they ask for a refrigerator or washer or dryer. If you have any questions, please reach out. Happy to discuss this. What hasn't changed is that the market is very competitive for buyers, and you do benefit from having a buyer's agent to guide you through things that you should be aware of in a house, how to write a competitive offer, angles that you can use, perhaps negotiating inspections, negotiating the offer itself, and getting you from contract to close through all of the financing, title work, insurance, all of that. For more facts about this lawsuit, go to facts.realtor, FACTS.realtor. Thanks so much.